I'm about to lose my brain stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coon. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make sense.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I won't always smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get mad. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets. We only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine, you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine, you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me?
Is Yolanda, Yolanda.
Yeah. Mother of Christmas Eve, what the fuck? Damn it!
Get down.
I don't want to die. I swear to God, I don't want to die.
That's okay. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Call. You've been answering my calls. I got that new Apple Vision Pro on the way for you. Express shipping. But you gotta bring on out them whips and chains. I'm trying to take you down. Oh, I wanna lick on my sugar, baby. I want a piece of that meat. I'm a freaky lady. Go down on me, baby. Yeah, I'm pretty tasty. Yeah, he 28, Shane. He don't eat no pussy. But wait till Mabel get him. He gonna make it do it. You ain't.
Absolutely cannot. I thought he was going to help her. He went in there and mocked her. All right, so Grand Rising, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So let's get into it. All right, everyone get those likes up, please. Like and share. James said, I love the unhinged intro. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's get those likes up. Everyone, please like and share. Let's get into it. All right, y'all know they have me shadow banned. All right, so with that all being said, do what you got to do. All right, so don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. Okay, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And click the notification bell, click the word all so you're notified each time Queen Goddess goes live. And as per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. All right, above all that drama, Jamal is here, Queen Amoni, Huey, Pearly, Sophie. All right, Sandra, Juju B, Pearly, Nessa G, Claudette. All right, Juju said the Queen is queening. Thank you. Tange is here, Buckhorst DC. All right, that crazy bitch Aries, Jeff ATL, Nessie X, Hot Coco, Priscilla, Antoinette, Courtney J, Stacy. Okay, so let's get into it. Deronda, Desmond, Miss Cookie. All right, Cherokee Descendant Dale. All right, shout out to all the loyal royals and everyone tuned into the Queen. I see you, Brand Slayer TV. Queen Sam in the house, and everybody is here for the Queen. MH is here. Okay, so let's get this party started. And so with that all being said, you all heard the news about Drake. Breaking news about an hour or so ago. Let's get into it. There was a shooting close to Drake's residence. Probably has nothing to do with the beef, but I digress. So here's what they've reported. They say Drake's property is now taped off by police after shooting in Ritzy community leaves man with serious injuries. Now, Canadian rapper Drake's mansion was taped off by the police as they investigated an early morning shooting Tuesday outside of his property in a Ritzy, Toronto neighborhood. Now, they say the shooting took place around 2:10 a.m. local time in Bridie Path, which is the home to Drake's $100 million mansion, according to the Toronto police. Wow, $100 million mansion? That's a whole lot of house. But anyway, the suspect fled in a vehicle and there was no immediate description of either available. Okay, and then they say one man was taken to the hospital with serious injuries, according to CBS's news report, and Drake was not harmed in the incident, according to officials. Now, the rapper has agreed to cooperate with authorities, according to sources from CTV News Toronto. The shooting comes amid a heated rap feud between Drake and recording artist Kendrick Lamar. Drake's Toronto home made headlines in 2020 when it was featured in Architectural Digest. Okay, let me just tell y'all something. This has nothing to do with the beef. You know how they love to sensationalize everything just like they did with Tupac and Biggie, okay? That's what it is. At least that's what it sounds like. All right, so what do you all think? Is there anything to see here? Because I doubt it. Jamal said blackface will get you that mansion, queen. Is that all you have to do, beloved? It's little old blackface. Well, I keep a blackface and I don't have a mansion. I don't have attention. So anyway, with that all being said, Claudette said, I agree. Songwriter Sonny said Toronto, but nobody to run to. You all are nefarious. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about Drake for a minute. Let's talk about Drake and Kendrick for a minute, because here's the thing. Now, everybody knows that Drake lost that whole thing, right? He's losing, he's lost, he's sunk in the quicksand and all of that. And that last song was terrible. It was worse than the others. And then, I'm sorry, he basically said that he was giving up. He said he was tired. This is the last leg. All right? He doesn't want any more of the smoke is all I'm saying. Now, so with that all being said, here's the receipts right here that he lost. You know, I saw some of his little fans so desperately trying to cling to at least a glimmer of hope. I saw them online on yesterday. Yeah, above all the drama said, oh, he lost big time. Exactly. But some of his fans just refused to take the L. And they were just clinging to the last bit of hope and saying that, you know, Drake won. He demolished Kendrick. In what world were you all in? And if we look at the reports, because I do have them, of the top songs in the past few days, well, here's what they say. Not Like Us is number 1. Euphoria is number 2. Family Matters came in 3rd. $1 Million Baby came in 4th. And then Like That, which also has Kendrick on it with Feature and Metro Boomin. That came in 5th. And then Meet the Grams by Kendrick is number 6. So I'm sorry. Kendrick's on 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 6 songs that's on that list. So I think we all know who won, okay? Please pay attention. Here's what Boosie had to say. Boosie doesn't like the beef, and he really is getting annoyed with it. He says, I've never seen so many men excited to see men tearing each other down through music. Shaking my head. The men are more excited than the women, LOL. Now, I came in the casino, Mother Ucka leave his girl and ask me, Boosie, who do you think going down, Drake or Kendrick? Shaking my head. Like, that's what you thinking about with a baddie on your side? Question for the world. Do y'all really want one of these great artists' career done because they lost a rap battle? Do y'all want all that they have done for hip-hop overshadowed by rap beef? They talking about children, baby mamas, dirt, fiancés, molestation, P-files, etc. Ish done got real. I hope y'all don't think these artists and crews shaking hands and smiling when they see each other. Nobody gonna be safe in the next artist city. Not to mention when other artists start picking sides and getting involved, shaking my head. That's when ish gets serious. Hashtag just speaking facts. Well, you know, Boosie does have a point. This could all go left. Overthought said Boosie is a serial killer. What? Boosie is not a serial killer. Please stop, okay? Boosie is absolutely not a serial killer, beloved. I mean, where is this all coming from? James said, I can't stand that now the artists don't want rap beef now when rap beef is a part of artistry. Exactly. I'm sorry. There's always been rap beefs, rap battles, and all of that. Okay, please. But anyway, I digress. Okay, now, and here's the thing. Somebody invited a little sweet chin music goes a long way. At Kendrick Lamar, you and at Drake are formally invited to hashtag WWE Next, okay, or NXT to settle this thing. I'm even offering my services to mediate. All right, so they get invited to do wrestling. Is that what that is? I don't find it all nefarious. And so anyway, Ryan Garcia chimed in and said, K. Dot really called Drake a pedophile? Bruh, it's over. Nobody likes pedos. Kendrick wins. Game over. You got that right, Ryan Garcia. Okay, and then here's the last one. Okay, this is so ridiculous. Let me just show you all this. Now, Kendrick posted this first. This is a aerial shot from Google Maps of Drake's house. And then it's got Kendrick's name on it, owned by Kendrick, and then Kendrick's dog. Okay, so then Drake comes and does the same thing. Like, Drake, you're so lame. You know, that's not really his house, I don't think. But anyway, my whole thing is, so lame. Always copying somebody, okay? Haven't we already established that he copies people? I just showed y'all the receipt 2 days ago, how he copied XXXTentacion's cadence in his song Look at Me, and then he copied Soulja Boy. All right? So he's still copying people. Him and his ghostwriters. Please pay attention. Okay? And so with that all being said, Queen Sam says, forget Kendrick and Drake. Queen, is that shirt on your site? It isn't on my site, beloved. One of my subscribers sent me this shirt. They actually sent me a couple of them, different colors. One of my subscribers did. Okay? So that all being said, Sandra said that shirt is fire. Thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. Okay, so now with that all being said, beloved ads, let's talk about it, because here's the thing. Oh, hold on. I got something else for y'all to see, because Uncle Luke chimed in. Now, Uncle Luke had the nerve to say that Drake was winning. Let me go to this real quick. Like stuff, everyone, please like share. Then we got to get into this serious stuff. Oh, no. First of all, let's talk about how Drake lied. Let's talk about that first. Drake told a lie. Okay, so now Kendrick was saying something about Drake having a daughter that he was trying to hide. And so Drake said that was a lie, and he said that he put out information, just put out the lie for Kendrick to fall for it. But that's not true. That's not true according to this article from 9 years ago. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Yeah, Drake, all his little stuff is falling apart. Okay, article from 2015 saying that Drake fathered a 2-year-old daughter with a Haitian woman. And so how could he have planted that story? Because it was out 9 years ago. Okay, please pay attention. And the little girl was 2 years old 9 years ago. And didn't Kendrick say that he had a daughter that was 11? So yeah, that's obviously exactly who Kendrick was talking about. And here's the thing. Why is he denying this child? Why is he not claiming this little girl? Because she's Haitian? Because her mother's Haitian? That's what I'm just wondering. Okay? And so the lies continue. Okay? Their beef is used to cover up something, what the evil folks are doing. Y'all, they could be trying to, but at the end of the day, they can't cover up anything from the queen, honey, because we're about to talk about what the evil folks been doing. Matter of fact, we talked about it yesterday. For those of you who tuned into the broadcast yesterday, you may recall, I'm sure, that I talked about how they have that new anti-Semitism bill that the House passed, and then how they're trying to ban the Bible and all of that. So they can try to distract me, you all, or whatever, but when you do your due diligence, they can never distract you. That's only for one-track-minded people, beloved. Okay, so that all being said, likes up, everyone, please get those likes up, and let's get into it. Now, let me pull up this video with Uncle Luke. I have 2 videos of him, as a matter of fact. Hold on, what is this? Oh, I'm sorry. More Drake news. You all remember the girl that was on stage. Hey, Edward. You all remember the girl that was on stage that was 17 and Drake was kissing on her and all that stuff? And then he's like, why do you look like that? Or why you like that? Yeah, she came out responding. Now, of course, she's an adult at this point. But this is what she came out and posted. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see this. Hold on. I'm going to share my screen. Now, I'm not going to turn on the volume because it's a lot of noise in the background music. Jeff ATL said, Queen looks so lovely in them glasses. Thank you, beloved. Okay, so basically she came out and spoke on it. And I know you all can't see this because it's small print, but it says, regarding the video that's going around, I was 17 back then and I'm 31 now. This was a concert that my dad took me to back in high school. Now, Drake's entourage actually picked me out from the crowd of people, not Drake himself. By the way, performers always bring up fans on stage. It's part of their show. As if we don't know that. Okay, it was nothing then, and it's still nothing now. Now that I've cleared up these false narratives, I'm going back to study for my law exam. Wish me luck. Okay, so that's what she had to say. But here's the thing. People were going in the comments because she could say that it was nothing, but the bottom line and the point of the matter is Drake was an adult and she was 17. Second of all, that's the problem. Second of all, it doesn't matter who brought her up on the stage or who pulled her out of the crowd because Drake was on stage knowing that she's 17 when he was all up on her behind and then kissing on her and all of that. And another thing is the fact that she said her father brought her to that concert. Now, I want you all to pay attention to that because her father, RG Titan said that's not a false narrative. Exactly. You were 17, girl. He was grown. Where's the narrative? But here's the thing. And nobody said that he assaulted her or anything. We just said that it was cringe. Okay, it was creepy. But the fact that her father brought her and saw him doing all of that and didn't say anything leads me to believe, as well as others, because they were saying in the comments, but it leads some to believe that her father was trying to do the same thing that the parents of those girls who claim to have been victims of R. Kelly were doing. Because some of those girls' parents took them to concerts to see R. Kelly in the hopes that they would meet and link up with him. So is that why her dad bought her that ticket and took her to that concert? I think it is. And I specifically think it is because he didn't have a problem with a grown man all up on his daughter when she was 17. Okay? That's what it's telling me. Claudette said exactly, Queen. Okay? Priscilla said exactly. All right, and so I'm sorry, she can sit down and Drake can too. Of course, she's going to try to defend him. Now, here's Uncle Luke. Clearly delusional. Uncle Luke, I love you, but this is just ridiculous, okay? He's talking about somebody like Chris Brown needs to come for Drake. What? Let me share my screen so you all can see this. Tia, y'all said Daddy wanted cash. Okay. Doreen said, yes, Queen, give me R. Kelly vibes in his situation. Yes, exactly. Exactly, beloved. Okay, so likes up, like and share, beloved. Here we go.
He ain't gonna stop until he win one round. He's not gonna stop. He gonna stay in the studio all night. But I'm telling you that Drake is like Drake undefeated. Hey, hey, listen, man, Drake undefeated, man. Drake been doing it for a minute. Drake be bodying people, man. Y'all around there playing. Hey, I guess that. Look, you want a shot at the title? Go after Drake. Hey, Drake is bodying people, man. Drake bodied the boy in Philly some years ago. They should have known not to be bothered with him. Leave Drake alone. Leave Drake alone. This man is undefeated. Chris Brown, well, he only had one bout. He's undefeated. Drake is undefeated. They've been coming after Drake for a very long time. People been coming after Drake for a long time. They've been coming. Drake, what Drake doing to these people? I don't know. They've been coming after Drake for a minute. It's like, and he ain't running from no smoke either. It's gonna take some Chris Brown or something. Drake versus Chris Brown did this.
Uncle Luke, please sit down somewhere. Okay, please sit down somewhere. How does he think that Drake is bodying anybody ever? Okay? And then he said that Drake ain't running. Well, Drake's already ran. He said that he's done. Didn't he say that he's done? But guess who isn't done? Kendrick. All right, let me show this to you because here's what Kendrick's friend posted. His alleged friend. I don't know if this person really knows him, but this is what they said. I think this is one of his friends. They said, I talked to Dot, a.k.a. Petty Pendergrass, last night. He's nowhere done. He says, you in trouble. Okay? West Side Compton. So, I'm sorry, said he's nowhere near done. And I believe it. I absolutely believe it. Silas D said he did body Meek. Yeah, but Meek's lame. Meek's lame anyway. Okay? I mean, look at it. Look at it. So anyway, with that all being said, likes up, everyone, please like and share. Okay, so now let's get into the seriousness of it all. Let me delete this stuff that I've already used so I don't get confused with all these receipts. Now, the next point of business is let's talk about Vlad. Let's talk about Vlad. Because you guys remember when Vlad tried to get the, I want y'all to pay attention because I love this. You all remember how Vlad was talking about he was going to call Princeton, he was going to get in touch with them and try to get the professor fired. You all remember that, right? Well, now he's recanted. And I want you all to pay attention because I find it also interesting. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Hold on. So here's the professor, for those of you who missed it. Lovely lady, right? Professor Morgan Jerkins. Now, once people of my skin tone started going in on Vlad, I mean, they were giving him the business. And I love it. I'm here for it. They were going in on him, talking about him like a dog, okay? And then they told him that they wish that he'd just keep his opinions to himself. And somebody said, shut up, federal agent. I mean, they were going in on Vlad. So now once everybody went in on him, he already saw that he messed up. All right. Hey, Silent D. He already saw that he upped up. So then guess what? He comes out and says, oh, I was just playing. Y'all thought I was serious? I was just trolling, y'all. It was all a troll. Vlad, please sit down somewhere because I'm about to show y'all what this fool says now. I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming because Vlad knows he needs those black dollars. Please pay attention. Okay? Please pay attention. I'm going to share my screen so you all can see it for yourselves. All right. Now, here's what he said. Says, since it's Monday, let me clear the air and state that I never had any intention of filing a complaint to Princeton for former Professor Morgan Jerkins saying that white people aren't allowed to comment on Kendrick Lamar's music. She trolled me and I trolled back. At the end of the day, it created an interesting discussion about race relations in America. I will be discussing it further in my future interviews. What? Did y'all hear this? At the end of the day, it created an interesting discussion about race relations in America. I will be discussing it further in my future interviews. Vlad, please sit down somewhere. Now he's trying to act like that was something to talk about. This is a whole topic for race relations. What? No, here's the thing. Here's how you know for a fact that he's lying. Even if you want to believe him, you can't. And I'm about to show you why. You absolutely cannot believe him, even if you want to. Because for one, let me pull this up. Hold on. Let me just pull this up. I thought I sent this to my email. Hold on, beloveds. For one, Vlad is flat out lying, okay? He said what he meant, and he meant what he said. Okay, here we go, right here. Let me send this to my email. Just lying. See, this is why you need to cancel him. I keep telling y'all. I keep telling you all, we need to cancel Vlad at the end of the day. Why are we still fooling with him? I'm not going to say we because I don't fool with him anyway. I don't watch Vlad. I don't even like him. Never have. He's an instigator, like I said, and a culture vulture to boot. Okay, so here's the proof right here that he's lying. He said he never intended. See, here's the thing that got him. Not only did people go in on him and give him the business, but that crazy bitch Eric said facts, queen, okay? Troy Parker said his views are down. He needs to troll. He wasn't trolling. He wasn't trolling. He was dead serious. And here's the thing. Now, as I was saying, even if we wanted to act like he was just joking, we know that he wasn't. Because here's what happened. Hold on. Now, if you remember, when I did that video yesterday, first of all, I'm just going to show y'all his words. I'm just going to show you his own words. And it's quite frankly ironic to me. Okay? Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. See, first of all, his face was cracked because he got the business. And the second reason was because the young lady said that her contract was up. So she's likely not even working there. And she clearly isn't. That's why he called her in that last message. He called her the former professor. He realized that he couldn't get her fired if he wanted to because her contract ended with his silly self. But he was darn sure going to try. But let me go back to his words from yesterday. He said, wait, so a professor at Princeton is telling me that a white person shouldn't be allowed to voice their opinion about hip hop? Is that how you interact with your students? He was dead serious, because here's how you know. He tagged the school. He literally tagged Princeton so they would see her message and his. So if he wasn't going to snitch to try to get her fired, why did he tag Princeton? I'm sorry, make it all make sense. Okay? Make it all make sense. He literally tagged them. So yeah, he was definitely going to snitch. All right? And he's a whole informant as far as I'm concerned. So what do? That's all they do is snitch. Please pay attention. But here's the funny part right here. Now get a load of this. You see that? He tagged them again. And he said, don't try to change your words now. I'll be reaching out to Ed Princeton about this on Monday. Y'all know he was serious. And the funny thing is, he said to her, don't try to change your words now. But now he's trying to change his words and say he was trolling. She trolled me, so I trolled her back. This makes for an interesting discussion about race relations. Please sit down somewhere. We're not buying it, okay? You want to talk about race relations, go talk to the people that are of your own ethnic group, who call people like me monkeys. How about you go talk about that? You want to talk about race relations, Vlad? I'm sorry. Please make it all make sense. Okay, Israelite said he was trying to use his privilege on her. Yes, of course he was. That's exactly what he was doing. That's exactly what he was doing. Okay, so now let's get into these receipts. Because here's the thing, beloveds. I want you all to pay attention. I want you all to pay attention because here's the thing. You know how the United States doesn't want to give us reparations, how they try to demonize and vilify us and act like we're the problem, and how Candace Owens once said that, in fact, Black folk are the most murderous people of all. Y'all remember she said that? For those of you who don't remember, make sure you tune in for the next broadcast on the backup channel, because we're going to talk about her today, because she has a gag order. Yeah, from the Daily Wire. Okay, Shapiro got a gag order on her. So we're going to talk about that because I know her face is so cracked. She talked all that slick stuff, used all that racist rhetoric and all the talking points of the ones and supremacists for years against people who look like her. And now they've come against her. And they even have a gag order? Oh, I know she's hating that. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. But here's the thing. So I want you to pay attention to how they do us so dirty. And then they try to demonize rappers like Young Thug for their lyrics that they told them to write. Remember the meeting they had in the 90s when they were telling the rappers to talk about drugs and sex and all this stuff and, murking people? They had all these things because they had investors in the private prisons. And the more you get people to listen to music and to just get caught up in it and start trying to live the life that they hear people rapping about, then you have more criminals, right? So with that all being said, now you want to demonize these rappers for the lyrics that they were told to write? I find it interesting. But here's the thing. Yeah, it's a catch-22, Odd Negroes Official. Now, but here's the thing. They actually use our music, hip-hop music, to forge relationships with other countries. They use it as a chess piece to run game on other countries. This is what they do. Now, I can't make this stuff up. I can't even make this stuff up. At the end of the day, let me just pull up the receipts, because this is all nefarious. Okay? This is all nefarious as far as I'm concerned. At the end of the day. So, Hillary Clinton. Let's talk about her because she's the first one that made mention of it. Hold on just a second. And they've always done this with black musicians and artists. But now, because rap and hip hop is such an important genre, it is the biggest money-making genre, I do believe. And so that's why they use it. But also because our people are the main ones involved in it. And so what they're really doing is not only using hip hop, but using us, using people who look like me to fool these other countries and to get people to do what they want them to do. This is what they do. So let's talk about it. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. So in the mid-2000s, amid the Abu Ghraib scandal and the resurgence of the Taliban, the State Department recast hip-hop as a tool rather than a threat. Karen Hughes, then Undersecretary of State for Public Diplomacy, launched an initiative called Rhythm Road and sent hip-hop envoys, such as rappers, dancers, DJs, and all of that, sent them abroad. Now, the tours have since covered the broad arc of the Muslim world, stretching from Senegal and the Ivory Coast across North Africa and the Middle East to Mongolia, Pakistan, as well as Indonesia. And as part of a campaign costing $1.5 million per year, the artists stage performances and hold workshops. Okay, those who are Muslims speak to local media about what it's like to practice Islam in the U.S. The trips aim not only to exhibit the integration of American Muslims, but also, according to planners, to promote democracy and foster dissent. I want y'all to pay attention. This is what they do. I find it all very interesting. Okay? I find it all very interesting. Now, in 2010, after one such performance in Damascus, then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton described hip-hop as a chess piece in the multi-dimensional chess game that is cultural diplomacy. That's what Hillary Clinton said. Okay? Yeah. As a chess piece. I want you all to pay attention because what they do is they use folk who look like me and hip-hop, like I said, a genre of music that we created, which we created all of them, really, if you ask. But they use that to go over to these other countries. They get us, or people who look like me, to go over to these other countries. Okay, and then try to get them, want to come to America, to want to be cool with America, because what they're trying to do, they actually use it for foreign policy as well. Okay, they actually have a foreign policy hip-hop initiative. Now, don't y'all find that very interesting? Because I sure did. I find this very interesting. They have a foreign policy hip-hop initiative. Mm-hmm. And they also have a hip-hop task force at the same time. So please make that make sense. But hold on. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. Now, and they also talk about leveraging it. Let me pull this up. Leveraging hip-hop in U.S. foreign policy. Diplomats and officials use the music of the oppressed. That's why they use us. They call us the oppressed. And they call hip-hop the music of the oppressed. That's what it says. The diplomats and officials use the music of the oppressed to connect with disaffected Muslim youth. I find this all interesting. So here's what they go on to say. You have to bet at the end of the day, people will choose freedom over tyranny if they're given a choice. This is what Hillary Clinton said, stating that cultural diplomacy is a complex game of multidimensional chess. And so the interviewer then asked her, hip-hop can be a chess piece? And she said, yes, of course. All right, she said, absolutely. Now, much has been said about the role of hip-hop in the Arab revolts. French media described the Arab Spring as les printemps des rappeurs, which means the spring of the rappers. Okay, now Time magazine named Tunisian rapper Hamada Ben Ammar, also known as El General, a rapper who was arrested by Tunisian dictator Zayn El Abidine Ben Ali, as one of the 100 most influential people of 2011, ranking him higher than even President Barack Obama. Now, it is true that since protests began in Tunisia in December of 2010, rap has provided a soundtrack to the North African revolts. As security forces rampage the streets, artists in Tunis, Cairo, and Benghazi were writing lyrics and cobbling together protest footage, beats and rhymes, which they then uploaded to proxy servers. These impromptu songs, such as El General's Reis Lebed, were then picked up and broadcast by Al Jazeera and played at gatherings and solidarity marches in London. So here's the thing. These other countries also rap. And where did they learn it from? From us. Okay. And so with that all being said, they have said that they feel like it brings people together, like it forges relationships. Now, the role of music should not be exaggerated. Hip hop did not cause the Arab revolts any more than Twitter or Facebook did. But the cross-border spread of popular movements is not a new phenomenon in the Arab world. The uprisings, okay, I'm not going to get into all that, of 1910. So then goes on to say, what is absent from these discussions about rap and the breakdown of Arab authoritarianism is the role that states in the region and beyond have played in shaping and directing local hip hop culture. Okay, the U.S. government's growing use of hip hop in public diplomacy, counterterrorism, and democracy promotion regimes are intervening to promote some sub-styles of hip hop in an attempt to harness the genre towards various political objectives. I just want you all to pay attention. Now, that's not the first time they did it, because the jazz tours of the Cold War saw the U.S. government send integrated bands led by Dizzy Gillespie, Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, and Benny Goodman to various parts of Africa, Asia, and the Middle East to counter Soviet propaganda about American racial practices. So I want y'all to pay attention to this and to get people in other countries to identify with the American way of life. So with that all being said, they are up here using us. This is important, because pay attention. So what they're doing is they're using us and our culture to fool people into thinking that they're so nice and friendly over here. There's no racial issues. I want y'all to pay attention. That's what they're really saying. That's what they're really saying. Okay? To counter propaganda about American racial practices and to get people in other countries to identify with the American way of life. Oh, it's propaganda? It's not propaganda. There are racial practices in America, but see, that's how they use us to try to hide the truth. That's why back in the day, they would send Dizzy Gillespie, Louis Armstrong, and Duke Ellington, Benny Goodman, and all of them over to Africa to fool them. Like, hey, we're living good over in America. Don't y'all want to come? Yeah, to have them identify with the American way of life. And so that's what they're still doing today, because now they're sending them over there to Africa and all of that. All right? I find it all so nefarious. And, yeah, real crazy. But hold on. There was one part I wanted to read about. Hold on. U.S. diplomacy's embrace of hip-hop as a foreign policy tool has sparked a heated debate among artists, okay, and aficionados worldwide over the purpose of hip-hop. Whether hip-hop is protest music or party music, whether it is the soundtrack to the struggle or to American unipolarity, and what it means now that states, not just corporations, have entered the hip-hop game. Hip-hop activists have long been concerned about how to protect their music from corporate power. But now that the music is being used in diplomacy and counterterrorism, the conversation is shifting. Yeah, this is real interesting. I just want you all to pay attention how they sit up here and use us. Okay, that's what they have been doing. But it was a part that I was looking for. Hold on. Where they talked about why they don't use their own music. And I want you to pay attention, because if they're trying to make the people think it's all peaceful over here and this is the way to come to live your dreams and all of that, it's not going to happen using their own music. Okay, and I can't wait to tell you why, but let me find that real quick. Lights up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Hold on, I think. Here it is right here. Now, for reasons, there are specific reasons that they want to use hip hop. That hip hop has actually become the music of choice in U.S. foreign policy for perception management and strategic communications. Neither hard rock nor heavy metal has that same appeal. You see, in Muslim majority states, heavy metal artists with their long hair and black clothes are often viewed with suspicion. Okay, they say they're often viewed with suspicion and are accused of devil worship and eating cats. People have become even more distrustful of this genre over the last decade as the music was used on detainees in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Guantanamo Bay. So they were using heavy metal music, okay, to torture people. That's what they were doing. They said they were using in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Guantanamo Bay. They were using to not physically torture them, but mentally torture them. Okay, and they said the U.S. notes that one scholar used heavy metal during interrogations in Iraq, not only because the relentless guitar distortions could cause sensory deprivation, but also because American officers knew the Iraqis found the genre culturally offensive and satanic and anti-God. Okay, now y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? This is real crazy, okay? This is real crazy. You see how they always have agendas that include the use of us and the things that we create, but they don't want to give us reparations. They don't want to give us a hate crime bill. They don't want to do anything for us, but they continuously use us, and fools like Candace Owens and others allow them to do so until they get tired of them, and then the people throw them away and no longer need them. But I want you to pay attention because now it all makes sense. Remember how we were all talking about how when it's time to vote, how they would have all this, when it's time to vote, they would have all these rappers and stuff like Cardi B talking to people that are running and all of that foolishness. Yeah. How they had get your booty to the polls and all of that. Hold on. I'm about to pull it up. I got the receipts. Y'all going to remember this. Hold on. Here it is right here. Like stuff, everyone please like and share. Okay, here we go.
First thing first, let me give it a buck. I just want Trump out. You know what I'm saying? I, of course, want free Medicare. And this is why it's important to have free Medicare, because look what's happening right now. You see why we should have been have free Medicare for a long time. I, of course, think that we need free college education. That's second. And I want Black people to stop getting killed and no justice for it. I'm tired of it. I just want more stricter laws that is fair to Black citizens. And, you know, it's fair for cops too. If you kill somebody that doesn't have a weapon on them, you go to jail. You know what? If I kill somebody, I gotta go to jail.
Okay. Queen Samson Biden's like, what did she say? Right, exactly. But hold on. There's more. See, this is why they do this stuff. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Denise said, that's who speaks for us? That's who they think. Honey, doesn't speak for me, clearly. Okay, why don't they speak to someone who's intellectual? I'm not saying that Cardi B's stupid or anything, but I'm just saying she's a rap artist. Why don't they speak to some scholars? Okay, some psychologists, some professors. I mean, I'm just saying.
Demanding change.
Black people, we're not asking for sympathy. We're not asking for charity. We are just asking for equality.
That's
we
it.
are asking fairness, and we are asking for justice. That is all. I feel like everything that people are asking for is getting interpreted in a very different way. No, it's simple. We just want justice. That's all. We want justice. We want to feel like Americans. We want equality.
Treat me with respect.
Yes, with respect.
Respect. That's where I think you're seeing a.
I want you all to pay attention. He said, treat me with respect. Biden, we're past that. We're not talking about treat us with respect. We're talking about stop deleting us. Okay, stop the police from deleting unarmed people who look like me at traffic stops. That's what we're talking about, Biden, talking about some respect. Hold on. Okay, so now here she's going on a whole rant about Biden on this one. Because Biden didn't do anything that he had her thinking he was going to do, apparently. Pay attention. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Now, I'm an angry ass bitch right now. I'm an angry bitch. Y'all need to get in here because I'm about to go off right now. Right now. Yeah, I'm about to go off right now. Come on in. Hold up. Oh, y'all outside because usually I be having like 30,000 people by now, but I have 24,000. I need y'all to spread this fucking video. I need y'all to spread this video. And if something happens to me, it's because I'm speaking truth. So God forbid something happens to me or my family or some shit, is because the niggas is after me because I'm speaking the truth. And here's the truth, right? In New York, there is a 120 million budget cut. There's a 120 million budget cut in New York that is going to affect schools, public libraries, and the police department. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about the cops, but like it is what it is. There's gonna be an $120 million budget cut with schools, with the libraries, and the cops, and the police department, and a $5 million budget cut in sanitation. Of a budget cut in sanitation, bitch, we're gonna be drowning with rats. We're going to be drowning in fucking rats. So we are going to be having a budget cut on these shits. Mind you, and this is why I said I'm not, this is why I'm telling y'all, I'm not this year. Don't fucking ask me. I don't give a fuck the resume that they send. I don't give a fuck. I'm not endorsing no fucking presidents no more. Because how is there a $100 million budget cut in New York City for fucking schools, library, police safety, and sanitation? Yeah, Joe Biden's talking about like, yeah, we could fund 2 wars. We could fund 2 wars. Motherfuckers talking about we don't got it, but we got it. Like we're the greatest nation. No, the fuck we're not. We're going through some shit right now. Like say it. We really going through. We really are fucked right now. $120 million. Like where these kids are gonna go? Like I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I'm whatever the fuck. But like what's gonna happen to my nieces? What's gonna happen to my nephews? What's gonna happen to my cousins, my aunts, my friends? That's living in the hood. Fuck the hood. Like my shit. Like I don't give a fuck if I live in Jersey, bitch. I'm from the Bronx. I don't want to see my shit affected. The Bronx, Brooklyn, it's gonna affect the whole New York. 120 million budget cut on schools, libraries, police department, and sanitation. Bitch, New York is already fucking super dirty. Like, yo, you know what's embarrassing? Like, it's like, you know, like I know people from California, I know people from Atlanta, so I always be like, yeah, New York is the greatest place in the world. Yeah, they be like, New York is dirty. And it is dirty. And we're gonna get even dirtier with the fucking budget cut. And yeah, we talking about we could fund 2 wars. That's like a nigga trying to front like, yeah, I got the money to support 2 bitches, but you really don't. Y'all talk about y'all don't make negotiation with the ops. Well, y'all need to sit the fuck down with these people and find agreement. No, we cannot fund these fucking wars. We can't. Keep it a bean. We can't. Like y'all doing budget cuts on the biggest city in the United States. Somebody said, Cardi, look behind. Stop playing with me. This shit is getting out of hand. We're really going, they don't want to say the word, but we're going through a recession right now. We really, really, really fucking are. And Major Eric said it. There is a budget cut going on in New York. And little by little, it's going to go in your states. Okay? This is fucking crazy. And then, you know what? I told myself this week, like, yo, the internet right now is too dark because celebrity drama, of course, we love it. We infuse with it. We watch it. But it's like, yo, that's little of what's really going on in the world right now. That's nothing compared to what's going on in the world right now. The world is in fucking shambles. After the pandemic, a lot of these countries, they want to do shit because everybody.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out why all of you guys are hating on Cardi. I'm trying to figure out why y'all are hating on poor Cardi. She was a lot of the stuff she was saying was true though. Okay, Pac said it the very best. They got money for wars but can't feed the poor. Exactly. Okay, Biden sent hundreds of millions of dollars over to Ukraine, but you got problems over here in your own country. People are starving, getting homeless, and all this stuff. Okay, so hold on. Here we go again, because I just want you all to pay attention. Okay, Sam said, thank you, Queen. You're welcome, beloved. Capricorn said she told the truth. Yes, Denise said she's making valid points, but sounds dumb. Why does she have to sound dumb? Y'all are so nefarious. Softly Love said, right message, wrong messenger. Songwriter said, I don't trust her. Okay, I get it. Miss Lucilia said, shoot it outside Drake House, Queen. You got the news? I just talked about it, beloved. Okay. Now, so with that all being said, but thank you for letting me know, beloved. Okay, now y'all listen to this. This is her and Bernie Sanders. Because this is what they do.
You know, when this coronavirus news was hitting and everything, he just kept blaming that this was a move of the Democrats to make him look bad. That everything that the Democrats do is bad propaganda to make him look bad. But the thing is that, honey, you don't need the Democrats to make you look bad. You make your own self look bad. They messed up. Apologize for messing up and do better for us, for the people. Not just.
Well, that's one of the things about this guy is he doesn't apologize and he lies all of the time and he blames other people.
Yes.
So right now, because he downplayed the disease, he did not listen to the scientists. He did not use the Defense Production Act to tell private companies that instead of producing underwear right now or socks, they got to produce masks and we got to start producing ventilators and all that stuff. He didn't do any of that.
All right. So they keep using these rappers, specifically female rappers. Please pay attention, okay? So with that all being said, hold on 1 second. Now, I'm sure you all remember this. This was the most recent. Here we go. Lights up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Like meeting President Biden and Vice President Harris.
It was so cool. I was geeked. Like, everybody don't get to meet the president and the vice president. And so, like, just being able to be in the White House, like I never in a million years thought I'd be in the White House. Then I was in the White House and got to meet the president and vice president. Oh, they can't mess with me. Like, I just feel like, oh, you feel me?
And he also sounded like he knew your music as well, Gloria. I mean, I want to read a part, though, of a text that your mother sent you after your visit to the White House. It was so sweet. Let me read this to you. It says, quote, I've come from being the woman with a bunch of kids living in a blue house with no real furniture in Frasier to the classiest, most beautiful, and most talented rapper of this generation's mom who's moved on up to a beautifully furnished house. Get them, Glow. That is so sweet. Talk to me about what that message meant to you.
It meant everything to me because we really did come from absolute nothing. Like when we was living in that blue house with all my brothers and sisters, nobody never would have thought nobody would have been in the White House or none. So it was just a proud moment for my mama. Like she called me so happy, like she was super excited, and that's one of the reasons that I be more happy about my accomplishments than anything else, because how proud my mom and my daddy is.
Okay, so this is why they do all of that. Okay, Sheepy said they purposely find mumblers to speak for black folk. Okay, T of y'all said they paid Glorilla for that. They had to. Doreen said, you mean Sloppy Joe knows her music? Honey, they don't know any of these people's music. Y'all know they don't, but hold on, because here's the last one I want to show. This is the last one I want to show. Okay. Hope I don't get a copyright claim for this one, but hey, the channel's not monetized. Glorilla does not represent black women at all. I didn't think so, but apparently they did, beloved. Apparently they did. Please pay attention. Y'all remember this though, right? Hold on, why is this on here?
About in, no love it. Now about in, no touch it. Now about in, no nothing. Now about it, no bucket, no bucket, no bucket.
Yeah, don't stop now. Stop my ballot box again, but my homegirl through. Put the buying partisan. Politics be so nasty. Make me wanna flirt ya. Show you how to be a poll worker. Legs in the air, I don't care. Anyone can get it. Universal health care. If you wanna come before the deadline. Come in the jacuzzi, gerrymander this coochie.
Now about in, no love it. Now about in, no touch it. Now about in, no nothing. Can't let me down, gotta stand up for something. Now about in, no love it. Now about in, no touch it. Now about in, no nothing. BLK, we gon' stand up for something. Yeah, that's right. No about in, no love it. If the coochie is the goal, go ahead and pose. Period.
Ooh, honey, I absolutely cannot. Jeff said, God dang Trina. Just being said, stop dancing, queen. Y'all saw me, I was trying to be funny. I was trying to make y'all laugh. I absolutely cannot. Denise said, don't you bop to that, queen. Okay, Jeff ATL said, God dang Trina and Bussy A. Saucy Santana. So, with that all being said, you see why they go and get these rappers, because they're using our music. So here's the thing. This is the part I forgot to tell you. So they also talked about how rap music, hip hop music can get them to entice people to vote, specifically the younger people. Okay, so that's why they get these rappers. That's why Pensacola said Queen felt that beat. Honey, please, I was trying to be funny. Okay, I did not really like that song. I was trying to make y'all laugh. Okay, sit down somewhere. No, but really, they were just talking about how rap music entices people to vote, and they can use it to get the rappers to reach people of the younger age groups and all that stuff to get them to go out and vote. And then don't forget, get your booty to the poll when they had the strippers to get the black men to come out and vote. Yeah, insults as far as I'm concerned. So now that we know that they not only use us during election time, they use these rappers specifically during election time, have them sitting down with potential presidents, okay, or presidential candidates, and then they have them going to Africa and different countries, traveling the world, trying to act as though spreading a false narrative that there's no racial issues in America. This is literally a foreign policy initiative. I find this very nefarious. Okay? Okay, DJ The Truth said the same thing. All nefarious. Absolutely. Prince Lord said, Queen, you still was jamming. Thank you. Okay, so that's real crazy. I just want y'all to pay attention. But like I said, this is why they go and get these rappers to talk to us, because they be sitting here running game. They run game on these people. They sat here and literally said, Hillary Clinton said it out of her mouth, that basically these people are using it as chess. They're using it as a chess piece. They're using hip hop as a tool. Yeah. All right. Oh, so crazy. Our Negroes official says, so they all ages. Pretty much. Pretty much, beloved. And that's how that goes. All right. So with that all being said, let me make sure I didn't forget anything. Oh, yeah. I forgot to show y'all this little Drake video yesterday.
Minnesota asks, who has been your favorite artist to work with and why?
Oh, I have to say, I can't say one person. I gotta say there's three people that I have to say. And Wayne is my favorite person to work with, though, because it's just, ooh, little Wayne, he's just too good.
I'm sorry, but that video was covered in zest. That video was covered in zest, okay? Even as a political party, still their agenda will be carried out, says Doris. Absolutely. Okay? Timber Dan said, what's the IRS doing to black folk? Thank you, beloved. I'm so glad you asked. Thank you. Let's get into it, because I almost forgot. Actually, I did forget. So let's talk about it, all right? Let me pull up my receipts, because here's what they say. The IRS scrambles to reverse dire statistics on plunging audits for millionaires, soaring reviews for Black Americans. Plunging audits. Now, I want you all to think about this real quick. Plunging audits for millionaires. Millionaires are the main people they should, in fact, be auditing. The wealthy people who don't want to pay their taxes. But instead, they review Black Americans because they've been targeting us. The IRS said on Thursday that it has taken steps to address a wide disparity in audit rates between Black taxpayers and other filers, and is more closely examining the returns of larger numbers of wealthy people and major companies. So now they're just going to now start deciding to do that. They say we're overhauling compliance efforts to advance our commitment to fair, equitable, and effective tax administration and hold ourselves accountable to the taxpayers we serve. These people are so full of crap. A study from January of 2023 involving university researchers and the Treasury Department found that the IRS data-driven algorithm selected, pay attention, Black taxpayers for auditing. This is in their algorithm. The data-driven algorithm selected Black taxpayers for auditing up to 4.7 times the rate of non-Black taxpayers. The study said the IRS disproportionately audited Black people who claimed, and specifically the people who claim the earned income tax credit, which is aimed at low to moderate income workers and families. Now, while Black taxpayers accounted for 21% of those claims for that break, they were the focus of 43% of the audits concerning that credit. Isn't that some BS? I want you all to pay attention. So here's the thing. Now, if we were only 21%, who do you think are the main ones getting that earned income tax credit? Not the people who look like me. We already know that because we're 21%. But even though we're only a measly 21%, they spent 43% on us. I want y'all to pay attention. That's almost half. They were the focus of 43% of the audits concerning the credit. They say we have taken swift initial action to dramatically reduce the number of those audits. We have also made changes to the selection of criteria for those audits. This is what the IRS Commissioner Daniel Werfel said. Now, for them to be coming out with this, something had to have happened. Someone had to have found this information out. Maybe a whistleblower was going to expose them, because why are they just coming out and admitting it? Okay? And then now trying to act like they're going to do something about it. Yeah, something definitely happened. Please pay attention. Now, the discriminatory audits degrade trust in our tax system. Werfel and the IRS have tried over the past year to show how money from the Inflation Reduction Act, President Joe Biden's big climate health and tax law has helped to modernize the agency and improve taxpayer services, and that people making less than $400,000 per year would not be subject to more audits due to the new funding. Why would people that are barely getting by, who need the earned income tax credit, be the subject or the target of these audits, especially at 43%? These people are low down in affairs. They have racism tied up into everything. And I want you all to pay attention, because there's people that love to tell people like us, or me specifically, they love to tell us, why you always bringing up the race card? Why does everything have to be about race? You should ask yourselves that. Because y'all are the ones that make everything about race, not us. We just play the cards we're dealt. And that's what they want to say. Why are you always playing the race card? Well, we play the cards we're dealt. And the cards we're dealt, unfortunately, are the race cards. Please pay attention. But let me continue. Something else. So goes on to say that he added that there is no new wave of audits coming for middle and low income taxpayers. That is not our plan in any way, shape, or form. But that's been your plan, to come for black folks, to target us. The IRS is focusing the next year on using the funding boost to conduct higher rates of audits on suspected wealthy tax cheats after having collected hundreds of millions of back taxes this year. Now, ensuring that people pay their taxes is one of the tax collection agency's biggest challenges. But they don't go after people like Donald Trump, because Donald Trump didn't pay taxes for years. And remember, he wouldn't even show his tax returns. He didn't even want to show them when he was running for president. Now, the audit rate of millionaires fell by more than 70% from 2010 to 2019. Are y'all hearing this? The audit rate for millionaires fell, plunged, went down, decreased by 70% from 2010 to 2019, and the rate on large corporations dropped by more than 50%. But y'all mean to tell me y'all been auditing black people at a rate of 43%, even though we're only 21% of those that use the earned income tax credit? The IRS plans to raise audit rates on companies with assets above $250 million to 22.6% in 2026, from an 8.8 rate in the tax year of 2019. Now, it also plans to increase audit rates by tenfold on large complex partnerships with assets over $10 million. While the IRS has accomplished a lot so far with IRA funding, we need to do much more to make improvements and transform the IRS for the benefit of taxpayers. They can miss me with it. Okay, they can miss me with it. I just want to know what happened to make them come out and divulge this information that they've clearly been hiding. Okay, this was reported May the 3rd. Now, what made them come out and reveal this information? I'm sure it was something nefarious. All Negroes officials said we've been bamboozled. Okay, absolutely. Truth over everything so that means algorithms are being programmed to target black people, just like all social media apps. Yes, beloved. Yes, that's exactly what it's doing. And I want you all to pay attention, because a few years ago, I reported to you guys how everything is used to target us. Facial recognition. How many people of my skin tone have gone to prison or jail because they were misidentified because of the facial recognition, which doesn't adequately and accurately, recognize melanated people's faces? And also, let's not forget that the drug testing is also something that discriminates against us, because we have melanin in our hair. It's full of melanin. And so, when you walk through a place where there's been some type of residue, say if someone's been doing illegal substances and you walk through, that stuff can get caught in your hair. And so when they give these tests, sometimes they do the hair follicle test. And there was a police officer of my skin tone who was, in fact, he got in trouble when they gave him a random test. And then come to find out, the only reason he tested positive is because he'd been in the evidence room with Coca-Cola. So how many of our people are losing jobs, not even being given jobs because they failed those tests because something is in their hair, not that they actually did anything? Now I want y'all to make that make sense, because see, first of all, this is all by design. Y'all think this is an accident? This is what they do on purpose. They know exactly what they are doing. And it's all so darn nefarious. Like, who dreams up this stuff? How do these scenarios, or how do they even get these thoughts in their mind? Yeah, you know what? Instead of just taking the urine samples for the drug test, we'll use the hair follicles. You know, Black folk have a lot of melanin in their hair and it picks up stuff. So we can use that to make them test positive, even if they've never done drugs in their lives. That's the ticket. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Okay? Honey 69 said they know what they're doing. Yes, they absolutely do. Just being said, demented. Exactly. Sophie said, I call them evil geniuses. Yeah, I call them the crafty counsel of the wicked that are confederate against thee, which is my people. Okay, that's in the Bible. That's who they are. Exquisite Femme said, using credit checks to get a job. Exactly. Why the hell they need to check somebody's credit to decide whether or not you need to get a job? That's just too much information. That's just being too nosy and all of it somebody's business. But the reason they do that is also to deny you. See, here's the thing. All they did was change the game. They're doing the same thing they've always done, but they just found another way to do it. So back in the days of Jim Crow, they would put signs on the door or in the window of a business and say, no jiggers allowed. Hiring for whites only. That's what they would do. So now they can't do that. So now what they do is they say, well, you can't work here if you have an afro. You can't work here if you have locks or braids or twists. All ethnic styles of natural hair that we wear. That's what they do. We have to go get a Crown Act so that we can wear our own hair in its natural state. Make that make sense. That's the same thing as Jim Crow. It's the same soup twice warmed over. Okay? And then remember the scenario where the two young women were denied a job because they told them that their names were too urban. That's what they told them. Their names were too urban. This is all crazy. These people are something else. Okay? Something else. Anyway, they will always find a way to hold us down and keep us down. But then these other people want to say, then we play the victim. I'm sorry. You don't have to play the victim when you actually are the victim. Okay? That's how that goes. You don't have to play the victim when you, in fact, are the victims. All right? It was our ancestors who were brought here, forced to work for free and build up this country and never given any sort of compensation. Not so much even as a hate crime bill. And at the end of the day, nefarious things continue to happen to our people, and we still get nothing. But they use everything that we create for their own benefit, and they'll even take it or steal it from you, and they'll even use you and your creations to go over to other foreign lands and paint lies and narratives so that they look good, and so that nobody knows what they're really up to. I just want y'all to pay attention. Okay? Just another woman said, we are the victims 24/7 days a week. Exactly. Israelites said we were not brought here. Well, all of us we weren't brought here, of course, but some of our ancestors were. Now, some of our ancestors, like mine, were already here. Okay, I'm indigenous to this land, that's all I'm saying. And some of y'all are not indigenous because I can tell by looking at you. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, this is all crazy. Miss Peaches says, there are no laws saying we have to pay taxes. There's a $50,000 reward from a former IRS agent who can show that for anyone who can show that there's a law. Well, yeah, absolutely. And for those of you who don't know what she's talking about, go watch that video. It's a documentary it's like an hour long, but it's called From Freedom to Fascism. Taxes was initially started for them to make money for a war, if I'm not mistaken. And then so they just kept it around because they saw they could make money. It's all nefarious. Nobody should have to pay taxes as far as I'm concerned, at least of all not black folks. By the way, that IRS agent, Sherry Jackson Peel, didn't she go to prison for 4 years for telling that truth? Pretty sure she went to prison for that for 4 years. Okay, so they'll punish you. They will punish you. Nessie X said, Queen, what's the name? It's called From Freedom to Fascism. Okay? It's called From Freedom to Fascism. Pinty Lola said, we're corporation birth certificates should be illegal. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, well, that's a whole nother topic for another day. I'm not going to get into it right now, but years ago, I did a video showing people how to authenticate your birth certificate so that you're the owner of it and not them. Okay? And the straw man, I did a video on that too. I don't want to get caught up in all of that because that's a whole nother story, but yeah, I have taught people about that a long time ago. The straw man, you know, your name written in all caps. And, you know, I use these things when I go to court, like, pleading sovereignty and all of that, challenging the jurisdiction of the court and all that stuff. And I get away with it because I know exactly what I'm doing. So don't try it unless you know what you're doing. Okay, so with that all being said, just another woman said, From Freedom to Fascism is the show. Yeah, that's the name of it. 169 said, For real, Queen. Yeah. You just have to know. See, here's the thing. The devils can't fool you when you know the truth. That's what they can't do. The devils cannot fool you when you know the truth. And here's the thing. When I did go to authenticate me and my son's birth certificate, they were trying to stop us from doing it. They were coming up with all these excuses and all that. But honey, we got it done because at the end of the day, what you can't do is stop me from getting my stuff done, okay? Because I know how to get around that when they try to put up little obstacles in your way and all that foolishness. T. Hall says, I was looking for those videos, Queen. Did you delete them? I removed a bunch of videos because ScrewTube was giving me problems, but I still have them in my arsenal. When I delete videos, trust me, I always keep them somewhere on my Google Drive, external drive, somewhere on my Odyssey channel. So I still have them. I'll just have to dig it up. Okay. So with that all being said, likes up, everyone, please like and share. Just another woman said it's correct, Queen. For example, magistrate hearings, LOL. Yeah, exactly. All right, so everyone, please like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Now, I'm about to be on the backup channel, and I hope to see you all there. Okay, so everyone enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hey, yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor. Gold all in my skin. God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther. Shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people. I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. That's See right. A bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got